Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and I have another layout for my stories album. And for this one, I'm going to be using a stamp from the newer Ali Edwards story stamp collection called Get Real. And I'm also going to use some things from my what is this? Hip kit from October. Wow, I cannot think. My October hip kit, I'm going to use some supplies from that as well. Okay, so I'm going to use this paper, and that is from Ellie Studio, which came in my hip kit, and I'm using that as a background, but I'm also going to put a piece of white cardstock over it, so it's going to be more of an outline. And this is an 8.5 by 11 page because my album is 8.5 by 11. So I have this picture, and this is a screenshot from Google Maps of the route that my husband would take when he was coming to visit us for a couple weekends here and there while he was in training. And I wanted to document this because it was kind of this year was kind of challenging. He was gone for most of the year doing training. So it was hard, but we learned a lot. I learned a lot about, I had to do a lot by myself, including moving our entire family. So it was a challenge, but I'm also, grateful for it because I did learn a lot. And it is now over. He is home. So this is just, we had moved already, and that is the route that he would take when he had a couple weekends here and there that he could come up and visit us. So my title for this is a little ode to my beloved Maroon 5, and it's going to be a lyric from their song Maps, and I'm going to be spelling out, I'm following the map that leads to you, because that's pretty much what he did. He followed a map to come home. So I wanted the title to kind of be the same width as the picture and the mat. So following was the longest word in the title, so I just made sure that went end to end, and then the rest I'm kind of coming from the right to the left. And then I'll just add a little bit of embellishments there. But I definitely wanted the word following to be the same width. So I'm kind of building my the rest of the title around that. And I'm using a whole bunch of different alphabets here. So the following is in a thicker called Journal, and that came in the October kit. And I'm also using those thickers right there. The orange and the yellow ones are the same font but different colors, and those are from thickers as well. And then the So and the Map are both different basic gray alphabets. So I'm going to go ahead and stick my picture down, and I wanted the picture to be matted in that same pattern paper that is the outline. So I cut a piece out of the middle. And I'm sure you saw me do that while I was talking. But I didn't have enough to make a separate mat, so I just cut a piece out that was going to be covered up anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and start building my title, and I'm going from the bottom up. And I'm doing all the big words first, and then I'll use those black Kelly Perky letters, and I'll fill in the rest of the smaller words with those as well. And as I was building this, I was totally singing the song. I love me some Maroon 5. Oh, they're one of my favorites. So I'm using my ruler to make sure that I get it straight, because this is since the letters are so skinny, I have to really spread them out to make sure they all fit. So I'm just making sure they're going on straight. And I really love the way my title turned out. I like mixing letters like that. I don't do it very often, but I really do love mixing like fonts and styles and things like that. It's fun. It's funny, my daughters love that song too. Kaylin loves that song. Anytime it's on, she starts singing it. And I start putting it down, and I realize, I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put the word that, and I didn't leave myself enough room. So I'm going to pull them up and move them all over. And some of them some of the letters just start falling apart like in half almost, so I just grabbed new ones. I have plenty to spare. I have a whole other sheet of those black ones, so if they came apart, I just, whatever. Just grabbed some new ones. I didn't bother trying to glue them back together or anything. And I'm going to use these two little map half circles that were from the Open Book die cut pack that came in the October Hip Kit. I'm going to use those in there. And there is the story stamp called Get Real, and that is the latest one from Ali Edwards. And I really like it because it kind of makes you think about things, stories that are not so perfect and happy-go-lucky. So the stamp I'm using says, the story of a challenging time. And that's exactly what this page is about. It was a challenging time. It wasn't necessarily like horrible or terrible or whatever, but it was challenging, and it's something I definitely would like to reflect on in the future. So I'm using these Freckled Fawn Gold Glitter geotag stickers that came in one of my kits. I think that was from September of this year. And I remembered I had them, so I wanted to use them to emphasize the geotag, like, spots on the map, the picture of the map there. And I'm going to use a wood veneer arrow to kind of help fill in a little bit of the gap there in the title. Didn't want to put too much in it, but I needed something else there. And here starts my liquid adhesive drama. So my Glossy Accents has clogged. It came out a teeny tiny bit right here, but not enough, and I could not get it unclogged. I don't know what it was. I was pushing my pin in there, and it looked like it was going in fine, but then when I tried to squeeze it, nothing came out. So I'm trying here, but it's just not working, and I get fed up. So I'm going to grab my Scotch Quick Dry adhesive, which it's still new to me, so I'm still trying to figure out, get used to the bottle and the flow and, all that stuff. So I had squirted out too much. So now I'm going to use these yellow Freckled Fawn Puffy Heart stickers, and I'm going to use that with this, and I'm kind of dipping it in. I was dipping the first two into the extra glue that I had there, and then these I'm squirting directly on, and I'm getting it everywhere, and I'm trying to get it off, and it's getting on my fingers. It wiped off pretty easily. There is kind of some residue, just from rubbing it off my fingers and stuff, and I didn't bother to wipe my hands off or anything. So it worked, though. I do like it. I just have to get used to, using it. And those hearts, I'm really trying to use them up because if you saw in my December daily share, Layla just is getting them constantly. They're not even sticking onto the paper the packaging anymore because she keeps taking them and sticking them on random things. So I have to use them so that she stops doing it. If I didn't love them so much, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, whatever, you can have them. But no, I love them, so I want to use them. Okay, so what else did I do here? I put another teal heart right there in between the stamp and where my journaling starts. And I am journaling all the way around the layout. I don't do that too often because it's a little bit difficult to read, especially, trying to read it upside down. But I thought for this one it was a good idea, especially since I have everything so centered. I didn't have, a ton of room to really write the story that I wanted to write. So I'm going to write it all the way around the layout. And I do like the way it turned out. And I also added a sticker down at the bottom of the picture that says the story, and that is from the Teresa Collins Life Emporium sticker sheet that came in the October Hip Kit. Wiping off some extra glue that's chilling. It's just residue. It's not even actual glue. And that is going to complete my layout. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and here are some close-ups coming up for you. And if you want to check out more about Ali Edwards Story Stamp subscription, go ahead and click the link in the description box and go check her out. They're awesome. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Bye.